remember that day perfectly. How for me, then, was just another shift at Serenity. It was boring, yeah. I worked there part-time. Every day once has ended, I'd go straight here. Lucky for me, it's just across the university. But that one Tuesday, now, that was when the names began. It was at night, just a few more hours before we closed the shop. My co-worker and friend Jackie started cleaning the place. I kept on wishing for the time to go faster, so that I could go home. And then the door opened. You got it. It was her. Her hair was messy and she had her laptop with her. I did the routine, asked for her order, and for her name. First meetings are sometimes the most uninteresting part of a story, but when you look back, it's actually the most important. Without that, then, where would it even begin? So it was Isa, with a Y. I have one of the best jobs in the world, I tell you. I get to know the customers' names. Legit, I know. But I was proved wrong the next day. Same time, same girl, same drink, but different name. It was Trish this time. She became a regular from then on. Isa, Trish, and the following day, her name was Jel. Oh God, help me. I don't know what came over me that time, but once the receipt was out, I didn't give it to her right away. Instead, I took a pen and scribbled something on it. Real name? Or you could have just one fake name. I knew for a fact that I could get fired for this. In my mind, there were two possibilities that may happen. One, she'd ask for my manager and yeah, get me fired. Or two, she could just tell me her real name. Slick, aren't I? But she just had to surprise me again. She did neither. The girl with many names took the receipt without even glancing at it and went to her regular spot. I wanted to die. Once her order was up, I called her by her third fake name. She walked over, and as a routine here at Serenity, we have to ask for the receipt. I was about to give it back, but she shook her head. She was always like this. Even when she was Isa, with a Y, she didn't want her receipt back. She already left when I saw it. I was about to throw the receipt when I noticed something written on it, and it wasn't my handwriting.
One fake name? Now, wouldn't that be boring?
I couldn't believe it. She wrote back. It started there. We were like high school students secretly passing notes. When her name was Tara, or you could just tell me your real name. For me, it's just simply confusing.
Confusing, huh? Good then.
Every day it was like this. I'd write on the receipt before giving it to her, and she would write back when she'd get her order. When her name was Sam, come on, you already know my name.
I do?
I kept every single receipt, never throwing them away. When her name was Roxy, name tag.
I was joking. Of course, I know your name.
Our conversations were always like that. Short, we just continue in the next day. When her name was Lady, ain't that a cute name? Too bad it's not yours.
Ha ha. Funny car.
That was the first time she wrote my name, and I liked it. It made me wonder what it would be like if she said it. Jackie, my co-worker, wasn't stupid. As much as I wanted her to be, she wasn't. She knew what was going on, but she didn't do anything. When her name was Joyce, name please.
Guess.
This was mission impossible. How the hell was I supposed to know? When her name was May, if I guess it right, let's have lunch together.
No.
At this point, I thought I crossed the line, but to my surprise, she came back the next day. Her name was Kimi. Why? I wrote, I really wanted to know. Her long answer,
We haven't even had a real conversation, much less than an introduction. Why would I have lunch with you?
I didn't notice that Jackie was reading too. I tried to hide it, but it was too late.
So, what are you gonna do now?
A real conversation, much less than an introduction.
Then it clicked. I smirked as I untied my apron and gave it to Jackie. She was already outside when I left my position at the counter and ran to her. This is stupid, I kept on thinking. I ran after her. She noticed me. Hey, I'm Carl, I said as I reached out my hand. Then it happened. She smiled.
Hi, Carl.
It was different. From reading my name with her penmanship to actually hearing her say it. She took my hand and shook it.
I'm Abigail.
Abigail. I tried it out. I'll see you tomorrow then. I grinned. Same time?
Same tall Nigel.
In another fake time? I asked.
Right. Another fake time.
Our story isn't near its ending, not even the climax. It's only beginning. She was already across the street when I remembered something. Hey! What about lunch? But who cares? Abigail just smiled. Well, at least I got her name.